Alright, what's up people? It's Land Aquatics coming at you with another update video of the 125 Reef rebuild. And as you can see, it's up and running and it's a go, you know. So maybe we can finally drop that rebuild tag and move on to something else, you know. I'm thinking maybe progress reports is what I'll call upcoming videos, but this is where we are. Tank's been up and running since about June. Okay. And as far as livestock go, not many additions made, but again at this stage, really not pushing the issue, just letting the tank do what it do, settle, mature, and go from there. Right now what I'm about to do is go ahead and do a little cleanup on it. It's been a minute. Haven't really done much to it except for set it up and just let it go. And at this point, this is where we are from that, you know. Not many water changes, possibly one. That was it, nothing major. And really the tank has just been doing its own thing. Remarkably, it's been coming along well. Can't complain about too much, but we do have a few issues that we're going to address today, you know, with this cleanup. And let me go ahead and get into it and point those out to you. First one, as you can see it from this view before I get up close and personal with the tank. To the right, you see this just mess of ugliness on the sand. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Let me point this out where we're at distance. If you notice in the tank, there's only one pump. That left-hand corner right there. That's a J-Bow, the WP40, I believe. Yeah, that's the only pump on the tank. That's the only thing providing flow right now. Besides the return pump from the sump, the return nozzle from the sump and the return nozzle from the FX5 mechanical filter that I have in back of there. Okay, that provides a little flow, but nothing major. All right. So as you can see, if you look at the sand, it's pretty much crystal clear every place except for that one glob of ugliness we have right there. Now, that's really due to just a lack of flow. That's all I can say. It's a lack of flow. All right. So we're going to go ahead, like I said, clean the tank up, try to address that, and see if we can get that out of there. Let's move in closer, take a closer look. Start up top with the tank. Rock structure for the most part. Loving the way it came out. Looks good. This side, I want to do maybe a shelf right up under, you know, the filter that you see right there for the FX5. I might do some type of shelf right there. Nothing too high. I don't want it to obstruct the flow of that filter intake, but you know, something nice and low right in there. And I think I could do something sweet with a nice shelf right there. All right. As you see these little ugly things on the back of the tank, I'm not quite sure what they are. I researched them a bit. What I found is maybe there's some form of hydra. All right. Then I know that's some kind of a pest I don't want in my tank, but they're there. For the most part, I let those stay. I had them on the rocks, and they really came from this one rock right there. You see with the purple coralline algae, they were just infested over that rock. When I put it in the tank, maybe a week or two, month, they just started growing out of control. And it came from that rock right there. Since then, I've combated that with a couple hermit crabs. I don't know if you can see them here. That's just an empty shell right there, by the way, in the middle. But they're in there. They're in there. And these things have just went around the rocks and completely eradicated all of those hydras or whatever they are. Really not sure, but my research told me they were a form of hydra. If anybody watching this video can actually give me a better description or, you know, tell me what they are, please do so. It would be much appreciated. But what the hermit crabs have done is, you know, they just went around the rocks, just completely ate the things. The problem with the glass is we know hermit crabs can't walk up glass, or I haven't seen them do it. So the few that remain, that's why. Usually I'll just scrape them off, let them fall to the sand or whatever, and then the hermits will do their thing from there. But just for the purposes of this video, I've left those up, just to show you guys, and maybe somebody can see them, tell me a little bit more about them, or maybe I'm hitting the nail on the head with them, their hydra or whatever. But that's that. So, working on getting those out of there completely. I've bought a 6-line wrasse, which is in quarantine right now. The guy at the LFS, local fish store, he told me that 6-line wrasse love to eat on those hydras. So again, he's in quarantine. I haven't put him in the tank yet, but we'll see. By the time he gets in here, hey, they might completely be gone. I think I'm gonna leave those up there just to see, just to test, to see if what the guy at the LFS told me it was correct about the 6-line wrasse. Even if not, it doesn't matter. It's a beautiful fish. I'm loving it. I'm liking it. He's in quarantine. He'll be coming out pretty soon. Haven't had any problems or issues with the fish. He's eating like crazy. Like I said, it's a beautiful fish. For those of you who know about 6-line wrasse, you already know what they are. So, moving on. Back to this spot in the sand. I don't know. It's just a lack of flow in this corner. I have no pumps over here. Okay, none. The WP-40, which is a powerful pump, it just does not extend its reach all the way to here. Now, with that being said, the reason why this is not making it clear across here is because of my sand bed. I went with the ultra-fine sand, okay, which at the time seemed like a good idea, but with this, nah. If I was to really turn that pump on, you already know. For those of you who are familiar with the J-Bowls, you already know. Sandstorm. Complete sandstorm. So I have it dialed in just enough, to provide flow and fit my tank. The sand everywhere else is, again, pristine, pretty much. Pristine, except for this dead spot. Now, I have a couple more pumps on the way. I went back with J-Bowl, some 10s I'm going to put on that back glass back there. Then I want to get another 40, that I'll put right there. But that's neither here nor there because they're not here yet. Meantime, in between time, we have to do something with this right here. So today what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead, clean up the tank. You see the Brute, 44-gallon, mixed up, ready to go. Do a 44-gallon water change, okay? Now, if I can get in closer, and again, I'm on my iPad, so I don't know how good we're going to see this. This is some type of cyano, all right? This is a bacteria because as you can see, the stringy, flow that you see right there is pretty much characteristic of cyanobacteria, cyanoalgae. The only difference is this stuff is like a greenish to brown color. It's not that common red cyano we usually see, but nonetheless, I'm believing that it's cyano. It could be something else. I don't know. I really didn't go in and disturb the sand because I don't know. It could be some die-off under there. I don't want to create, some type of chemical reaction in my tank that's going to just kill the little life that I have in there. So we're going to handle this in a different way. We're going to add some flow, kill the lights for a couple days, see if that works. Water change the water, monitor the parameters, see what happens. I've been hearing good things about this product called ChemiClean. I know it's good for ridding your tank of cyanobacteria, whatever. I haven't tried it before I go ahead and start putting chemicals in the tank. I want to try some other options and see, what we can do to get rid of that. Okay, and today we're going to start by simply cleaning the tank. Bottom line, let's go down to the sump, take a look here. Now again, I haven't done much with the sump, like I told you guys. My protein skimmer is not in there right now. I built the stand for the protein skimmer, but and as you can see, it's right here in the box. And I can see a lot of people going with this type of design. I don't know. I just happened to think of it before I really noticed people using it, and it seemed to work. The problem is my legs are too short. I need to raise those legs up for this high water level that I have in my first chamber. All right. The skimmer is sitting too deep down in this first chamber, and it's causing a lot of fine bubbles, and that's a problem. So I'm figuring by raising this stand up that the protein skimmer sits on, I'll go ahead and handle that problem. All right. Hopefully we'll see. If not, hey, time to upgrade. New protein skimmer. But hopefully I want to run what I already have. So we're going to address that issue with that. Back to the sump refugium. First chamber, that filter sock, it's been in there for a while. It's filthy. So it's time to change that out. As you can see, I have a lot of detritus on the bottom of my sump. Okay. Going to go ahead, stir that up, siphon it out, get it looking all purdy again. All right. The middle section, again, which will be the refugium area, I haven't quite made any moves with that. Like I said, the tank has been up since, did I mention what, June, July? July, okay, July. And this is now November, knocking on the door of December 1st, tomorrow. All right, so that's how long the tank has been up. And the reason for this still being empty, it was the summer months. I got off into a new toy that I bought, which is in the garage right now. I'm not going to go into that, but yeah, that occupied all my summertime, so I really didn't do much with the tank. But now we're, hint, hint, out of riding season, by it being December. It's time to go back to the tank. So we're going to go ahead and get that filled with, I said I was going to go with Miracle Mud. I think I'm still stick with that, you know. And Miracle Mud is not cheap. We all know that. That's a pretty big area to fill with Miracle Mud, okay, where to have an effect on my tank. So you have to get the right amount in there. But we're still going to go ahead with that. Do some Rebel Rock, Live Rock, microalgae, pods. Get that baby rocking. Go from there. 3 reactors, as you can see, the Maxi Jets, the 3 Maxi Jets there. They're connected to the reactors. Right now we're running nitrogen sponge, phosphate, and no, what is that? Phosphate media, and carbon. Nothing exotic, nothing expensive, just common stuff that can be replaced, you know, when it needs to be at a relatively inexpensive cost. So that's where we are. Once I get that stand created or rebuilt for my protein skimmer, go ahead and put that back in there and get that bad boy rocking. But yeah, as you can see, that filter sock is just filthy, you know. And I really don't touch this tank. I just let it run. I let it do what it do and take care of itself. And that's the way I wanted it to be. You know, the less involvement I have, the more enjoyment I'll receive. But don't get me twisted or get it wrong. I love my tank. I care about my tank, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes, you know. But again, I want to sit back and enjoy more than I want to work. So right now, this is where we're going to go ahead, clean up the bottom of the sump refuge. You know, go ahead, get that FX5 cleaned up, and then again, it's all mechanical filtration in there. You know, no chemical anything, just all mechanical. You know, sponges, whatever. And that's where we're at. But overall, the tank has been doing great. I mean, I haven't had any real algae problems or anything. You know, you can see some brown algae up here, diatom type stuff. It seems to be receding well on its own. I'm not going to worry about it. And again, that's just on the pump. So again, I can go ahead and wipe that off just, you know, to make it look pretty. But who knows? I may just leave it there, add character, or see if it completely disappears on its own. Again, the sand, pristine. Except for this ugly spot right here. And that's what we're going to go ahead and start to combat. do battle with, go into war with today, with this cleanup and 44-gallon water change. Okay, so pretty much that's where we are with the 125. You know, again, been up and running for a while now. It's looking good. You know, other than that, what I just told you guys about, not much to report. Right now, livestock is just simply 2 hermits, a clownfish, which you can see right back there, just hovering in this little spot. That's where he usually likes to chill. And there's a green starfish in there. You know, soon we'll add that 6-line wrasse, but pretty much that's it. That's where we are. His little tank mate, unfortunately, died off, didn't make it. So he's the lone survivor of the original 125. But again, he's in here just kicking it, doing his thing, eating like a monster. He eats like a monster, you know, so he's healthy. All is well with him. The star is in there somewhere. If you can see, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. He likes to hide up under there. He's back there. If I throw some food in there, though, he'll come out and play. Yeah, he loves to eat as well. Then the hermits are roaming around. They were out. They never stop. They're just always on the go. Another question I had, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's some type of something growing on this back rock. And it acts just like a coral. Whenever the hermits get close to it, it'll close up and do its thing. It's not, I don't think, aptasia, because the tentacles aren't really long and stringy. It's really weird, you know. But the thing has been in there. It's been doing well. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, seeing how I don't really know what it is, but it doesn't, and this is a good view right here. It doesn't have the appearance of an aptasia, unless this is just some type of different form of aptasia. I don't know. If anybody out there knows, please holler back, let me know, enlighten me. But yeah, I'll leave it there, you know, see what it does. It's not spreading any other type growths anywhere in the tank. It's just this one lone soldier. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I could go around the back of the tank, but I'm not going to do all that. You guys can see it from here. That's how it looks, you know, and again, no long stringy tentacles like aptasia have. Yeah, it's really weird. And again, like I said, whenever the hermits come near it, it closes up. So, all right. L.A.N.D Aquatics. About to get out of here for now. Get to working on the tank, hands on, time to go. Just another little update of where we stand. All right. It's 125. First progress report. And I'm out.